YouTube, welcome back. Today I would like to share my zoo book project for science. So let's start. This project was to research about living organisms and make an A5 booklet. First, I tried to find a booklet template and tried to make a booklet, but I couldn't fit all my writing in. If you have a good template to make a booklet, please comment it down below. It is really useful for all my other projects as well. So I created it using Word, again. I used to go to the Natural History Museum every week when I was young, so I knew a great section to complete my research. So I went there and took some pictures and then did some more research. I picked mammals. So I started my zoo book off with a good old selfie and I wrote my name and my year. I made a list of all the options that I could choose from and I made the subject that I chose in bold. Then I started with my very first topic, which was marsupials. I had done a lot about marsupials in my primary school, so therefore I thought it would be interesting to do more research about them. I still remember how there was one song about marsupials that my teacher had played, and for some reason it has stuck with me for my whole life. Afterwards, I talked about some examples, and I talked about how the similarities between them classified them as marsupials. I also added some fun facts so the teacher wouldn't be bored while marking my work. The second subject I talked about was carnivores. I thought this would be a good topic to talk about just because there are a lot of different examples of them in the Natural History Museum, and obviously images are interesting to look at, therefore I thought it was a good idea to do carnivores. I did a similar set out for the carnivores as well, once again putting in fun facts just to make sure that the teacher didn't get bored. It was also interesting to compare and contrast these two groups. I thought it would be interesting to show some similarities as well as differences in between them. I also talked about things that were prominent in these two groups. For example, carnivores had very large sharp teeth that suited the type of food that they ate. They rip out their meat in large chunks while marsupials are mainly herbivores. Excluding the Tasmanian devil, eastern quoll, tiger quoll, and the Antectinius, which I'm not sure is correctly pronounced. And therefore marsupials don't commonly have any sharp jagged teeth to eat meat. I also added some extras since I thought that it would be more interesting for the teacher. I also remember that in my childhood I watched a series where it talked about some extinct animals. And I mentioned this in my project since I thought that it was a good TV series to recommend for other people, as well as just another interesting little fact to add on. That's it, I hope you enjoyed! Sorry about some of the pages being a bit messy. I'm afraid that they don't work very well on Google Docs, and I shared it and printed it out with a Word document. I enjoyed this project a lot. My teacher was very impressed with all the projects from all of us, and each of us received a prize. Mr. Price, you are hugely missed. Please come back. So, thank you for watching. Please comment down below any subjects you would like me to share more about. Like this video if you liked it, and dislike it if you think so I know your honest opinion. Please consider subscribing so I can keep making my videos. I'm working on a huge project. I cannot wait to share it with you. Until then, bye bye!